This is Jim with Patriot Softwash sharing with you what we're working on here. We're out in Lucas, Texas, which is just a little bit east of Allen, Texas. And we're working on cleaning up the Austin stone for this house. You can see that we have our truck all connected up to the house for the water. Everything else is contained on the truck. Everything you see there, all of our soaps, chemicals that we use to clean this house, all connected through these hoses. And you'll see two hoses. One is an application hose, that's where our soaps come out of, pumped from the truck. And then we have a water hose, which we use to pre-wet everything before we start applying, and we use it to rinse as well. So what we've done is we have wet down all of the vegetation, and then we have pre-wet some of the stone that we're treating with just plain water. And if you notice, it's a little bit darker. And one of the reasons is because the black algae is starting to react to the moisture. Now, what we're doing while we're pre-wetting that is because when we apply our soaps and chemicals, that algae has now opened itself up for food because it's thinking it's getting nourishment, but we're going to hit it with our soaps and chemicals. So it reduces the amount of soaps and chemicals that we have to use, number one, and of course it reduces the amount of time that we have to spend on cleaning it. We just made our first treatment. So if you remember, it was really kind of a gray black, then we added water to it and it became a really dark black. That was the algae starting to react to moisture, thinking it's going to get food. So the reason we do that is to open it up, and when we start treating it, it's going to suck in this soaps and chemicals that is going to kill this algae. That's the whole purpose of soft washing, is to use the soaps and the chemicals to kill the growth instead of just scraping it off with high pressure, damaging the stone and allowing the growth to remain. You'll also notice that the color is changing. It went from a light black to a dark black when we wet it. And then after our first treatment, and this has only been a couple of minutes, you notice that it's starting to already turn brown. What black algae does is it puts a protective coating on itself to protect it from the UV, and that's why it appears black. As we're killing it, that black goes away and the natural color of the algae comes, which is brown, comes out. So that's how we can tell that we're actually killing this black algae rather than just scraping it off. So this is going to come down pretty easily. If you see, it's already coming, it's dying rather quickly. And it won't take us very long to do this job at all. The homeowners were smart and called us pretty quickly when they noticed that they were getting some pretty heavy growth so that we can attack it pretty quickly. And this cleaning, by the way, this should last them about 3 to 4 years. And we'll come back and do some maintenance cleaning. All right, folks, take a look at this already. This is after 3 treatments. So we do a treatment, let it sit for about 12 or 15 minutes, do another treatment, let it set again for another 12 or 15 minutes. We call that dwell. That allows time for the chemicals and the soaps to work. We rinse it off and we do another treatment. This is after 3 treatments. So we'll probably do 2 more treatments, give it a good rinse, and this stone will be clean. Well, here we are at the end of our cleaning project. You can see the stone is all completely clean. Remember, that section was really black, but we've got all of that clean, as well as that section down there. We got it all cleaned up. This was the dirtiest part right here, and it is completely cleaned up. No damage to plants, no damage to light fixtures. We even had a couple of people come by and ask what we were doing, ask for cards, and said, "You have to come to my house. I've got the same problem." Patriot Softwash has done it again. Great job, guys. Cleaned the Austin stone. We even cleaned some brick that had some mold on it. So if you need this service, give us a call, 972-402-6810, and we'll beautify your home as well.